What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another video from Pink Tourmaline. And this is a message that I came across on the Next Level Soul podcast. Amazing podcast talking about all of these same topics that I'm interested in right now on this channel in particular. And this is from another NDE. NDE is a near-death experience, a place where I'm trying to learn as much as possible about why we are here, where we go after we move on. Not only listening to testimonials, but also reading books like The Journey of Souls, Memories from the Afterlife, which talk about people's experience in terms of what their experiences have been in the ethereal plane via hypnosis. And one thing that I think is important to acknowledge when you start to research these topics and start to investigate exactly what is going on and try and decipher between things that are real and things that maybe, what's real and what's not. And there's so much doubt cast in our minds at every turn when it comes to this topic. And then it conflicts with religious dogma. And then that gets people upset and riled up when this should just be a pure investigation of positivity, of just trying to truly get to the truth and not worry about offending people. But anyways, I digress. So this is a beautiful NDE with a message of pure positivity. And if for anybody out there who is looking for a message of positivity while dealing with strife or potentially dealing with their own mortality, I want to share this with you guys. And I want to tell you something else as well. This message is becoming louder and louder from folks who have NDEs or have learned about what's on the other side in many other various ways. I showed a physicist the other day on the channel as well. These messages from my vantage point are getting louder and louder, and I think it's because maybe humanity needs this right now, or maybe certain people like myself need to learn about this and need to understand this to keep us grounded and to help to keep us in this world in a positive mindset so that we can go out and continue to do the best we can in our lives and be the best people we can be and achieve what we need to achieve in this life. So I think it's great to learn about this stuff. And I will say, lastly, before I play this clip, I feel like I was drawn into this subject matter and this topic in a similar through a similar way, where I was dealing with a period of extreme trauma last year. Somehow that got me down the path of listening to this content and opening my mind and my eyes and my heart to all of these accounts, and they just resonate with me so much because I believe them. It's a feeling in my heart, and I'm trying to substantiate that with more research and the best I can find in terms of reading and hearing these different stories and accounts. But it resonates with me. It feels true. It feels honest. And these messages are beautiful. And you're going to hear this one right now. And I hope it lifts you up and makes you feel the same way it makes me feel.
Would you have a message for people who are either going through a death cycle with a loved one, meaning that someone they are loving is going to die, or they themselves are understanding that they're going to die soon and they're afraid and they're watching this as something to hold on to as they're going through this process? What message do you have for those people?
The message I would have for people going through facing death, either way, on any side of it, is to remember the truth of who you are, that you are a spiritual being, that people like me are giving you this message for a reason at this time, to understand that you're going to be okay, that there is love, and nothing but amazing love for you. And to please remember also that all of us are human, and we're all going to pass on. You know, we all are. This too shall pass is a scripture that people listen to. All of what we're experiencing will pass. It is hard to lose somebody in life. It's hard to face our own mortality. But for those of us who have, we know what is on the other side. And we're all giving that collective voice. You hear the same thing. We're saying the same things. Our experiences might differ in certain ways, but the universal truth is we're all giving a message of love, that our consciousness exists and continues to exist for eternity. And to think of about it this way, we are just one being on this very small planet in one galaxy in a cosmos of trillions or more galaxies. that's expanding that we cannot even comprehend. And there's something so huge that is in charge of all of this. It's not us. And we have to believe that however turbulent this earth journey has been, there is an incredible love and consciousness on the other side, that it's almost like going to sleep and waking up into that other place. And that your loved one who might be going now ahead of you is just going ahead. And they're going to be there when you get there. And if you're going first, you will be there when they get there. And that love and that consciousness is still going to keep you connected. And love always lives. It never dies.
It's a beautiful message. And like I said, I'm inclined to believe it. I've been hearing these accounts over and over. Now, why is this voice getting louder? Why do I seem to be tuning into it more? Why do I feel like more of the planet is tuning into this, into these voices more? And why is the voice getting louder? You know, I'm trying to still wrap my head around the reasons why we show up here, why we incarnate, why we live our lives, why we have challenges, why we have struggles, why we have pain. And it seems to be the overwhelming consensus from a lot of these accounts is that we're trying to level up. We're, by going through pain and tribulations, we improve and we grow spiritually, usually. And it's just like what we see on this planet. Through trials and tribulations, we become stronger, better people. Those are obviously usually the best parts of our lives. In retrospect, are those tremendous struggles that we go through, because we come out the other end such more solid people, and I believe much more solid as entities, as spiritual entities, as light entities, as ethereal entities, whatever it may be. But why is this message getting louder? Because I have to believe that there's some element in this cycle of incarnations. There's some element of us not really knowing the full scope of things. Like, that's a part of it, I think, that we have to figure it out. So why are more people seeming to wake up to what I believe is the reality of what this existence is, to really get our head around what's going on? Maybe because we need it. Maybe because the world is getting so dark that this is part of helping us get out of this, I don't know, get out of this world that is just filled with a lot of negativity, a lot of deceit, a lot of things happening in the shadows. And so maybe this is why this message is coming out clearer and louder and bigger and better than it ever has before. Or maybe it hasn't. Maybe it's always been like this, and maybe we've just been a period of we've been in a period of where all this light and information is subdued for various reasons or motivations. And now we're coming out of that, and we're coming into a new age. But that seems to be the consensus for most folks, that we're entering a new age, hopefully a beautiful time where we can all be connected once again in a positive way. And that's it. So there's the message. Beautiful NDE, beautiful statement. Want to share it with you guys. Let me know what you guys think in the comments, and let me know how you're enjoying the content as well on this channel. Like I said, this is a new foray for me. I'm having a blast with it. I'm getting some positive comments, and I think I can hopefully help people by sharing this information that helped me so much when I was having a really tough year last year. And I hope I can bring this to other folks and maybe lift them up for those who are searching for this type of information, and because it really has helped me tremendously. So that's all I have to say on that. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and let me know what you think in the comments. Thank you guys so much for joining, and we'll see you in the next video. Take it easy.